Welcome to Viralgistplus. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. Hey, my country people, another one today in Makodio. Men of Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Agency on the express, on the main road. They did not go inside the forest to where Boko Haram are to hunt down those people. They are now on the main road to hunt down people with dreadlocks, tinted hair. See the high level of humiliation that making these people go through. Please stay tuned to watch the remaining of this video.
We just crossed them because the bike was not moving fast. They start shouting from the back, hey, stop. So when I turned back, I was like scared because I don't know if it was me they were stopping or the bike guy they were stopping or someone else. So the bike was still moving. Immediately they rushed, like they came on speed and overtake him. So the bike man have to park one side, and they came out of the vehicles in numbers and start. And they said I should come down from the bike, I started asking them, what did I do? Because I was scared. Looking at the guy, they handcuffed. So my mom was thinking, I know within myself, I didn't do anything. But I was thinking they were going to join me with him and start parading me with the guy. So I became so scared. I started asking them, what did I do? One of them asked me to sit on the ground. I keep asking them the question, like, what did I do? Because I know I did not do anything. What did I do? So one of them hits me from the back to the ground, that they are telling me to sit on the ground. I'm asking questions. Before I could know it, so many scissors on my hair, start cutting my hair. Different scissors. They start cutting my hair while I was on the ground. After I finished cutting my hair, one of them have said that if he's shaving anybody's hair and the person's ask him questions again, he's going to slap the person. They were with weapons, so I was scared. I couldn't do anything. Even if I have the power to, I don't know if I would even do it because there were weapons. I was scared for my life. So they, after shaving my hair, they asked me to stand up and go. I have no other option than to just stand up and enter my bike and go back to the house. I didn't even get to the house straight. I have to, because of the way the hair was looking out and the harassment, I was so ashamed. So I rushed to a barbing salon to blend the hair together. But unfortunately, there are still lines of the scissors on my hair, so the hair could not blend together. So I called my brother that he should meet me at one barbing salon close to my house, so that he would just help me take those stuff I bought from the market home.
We were at the shop. We were very busy. Like, we had a lot of customers, and then everybody was very busy. So there is this noise that was coming out from outside. So before we could realize, because we were too busy, we can't go out at that moment. So before we could realize, like 8 to 10 of the member of the hunters and forest guard came into the shop and was like, you come out. I was like, we were all scared in the shop because there was insecurity in the state, and then people looking unrecognized with an unknown uniform, because this uniform is uniform I've not seen before. It's not like the military uniform or the police uniform. So we were scared. We were even thinking maybe it's the Fulani or even the so-called Boko Haram and all that, because they were with arms, almost all of them. So with that this thing in me, I came out and they asked me to sit on the floor, bring out the rest of my staff, asked them to sit on the floor, and then they asked us to identify ourselves, and then we said we are stylists. Then, knowing fully well that we are stylists, they started asking us, because my hair was tinted white, and they were asking me, am I an old man? I said no. From nowhere, they brought different scissors, and then they started cutting my hair and that of my staff too.
Because it was tinted?
No, that of my staff was a low dread, yes. And mine, because it was tinted, and then it was a bit high. So they cut the hair, and then at that point, they were even threatening to flog us and all that. One of them came and then said, no, they should leave or they should go, that they are running out of time before they left.
That day, as usual, somebody ordered for food and I was going about to deliver. I delivered, and on my way coming back, then around the Urukum roundabout road, I saw them. There were very plenty, 50 more than close to 100. I can remember that because there were plenty, and there was a little bit hold up. The cars and bikes were not moving fast like that. So I was wondering within myself and even asking my bike man what was going on the road like this, because why, because they were on the Thai road plenty, like. So he was saying he don't know, like maybe they just gave them power of recent, that's why they are acting up like this. So I saw, and then I even saw how they handcuffed a guy. They arrested a guy, and they were taking him. They even scissored his hair. They were taking him. So after passing their car, their main car, we passed them and we were going. So while going, they double crossed us. Their car came and double crossed us and then blocked our way. We had to park on the parking space. So while we parked, they now came down. Some were coming down from their vehicle. Some were trekking, just came to meet us and were like, I should come down from the bike. I should kneel down. So which I was very, very traumatized and terrified, because I've never experienced this in my whole life. It was scary because these people were carrying weapons and they were even firing arms and were ready to kill anybody. They said they will kill you and nothing will happen to them. So I was I was shocked. I received the very biggest shock of my life because I was shaking. I felt they will even arrest me knowing deep down that I did nothing. But the way they were doing with me, they rough handled me. And I had to kneel down. They were cutting my hair with different scissors that they have used on other people's hair. So while cutting my hair, they cut my head and they even gave me some wounds as a result of the force that they were using to cut my hair. I was carrying a colored hair, a tinted hair, white color. So they now cut my hair, and the other one, they were insulting me, showering me with insults. So the other one, immediately I was trying to raise my head up to look at their faces. They started beating me, they started slapping me. That why am I looking at them? Like, do I think that they will fall to my cheap seduction or what? They started beating me, rough handling me. And so I was, from the cause of the incident that happened, I was feeling very, very sick. And it has been affecting me, my chest, my head. It's not really been easy for me to even go about with my business again. So that was a terrible experience I got.
So I just saw some men around high level immediately after old school. So they were with guns. So when they saw me on bike, they now started shouting, like, hey, stop there, where are you going? Stop. If you run, I will shoot you. Then I was like, what happened? What did I do? They didn't say anything. They now dragged me from the bike down, started slapping me, pushing me on the ground, now started cutting my hair without telling me anything.
Hey, thank God this ugly incident attracted the chief security officer of the state.
Benue State government have nothing to do with that group. Rather, I directed the arrest of these people, and when they were arrested, they said that the federal government, the APC government, passed a law that Hunters Association should be legitimized as a security force. And part of their work is to shave women's hair. Can you imagine? If a woman is carrying green or white or whatever color, and you go and catch her and shave and say you're a hunter, what kind of a thing is that? So Benue State have nothing to do with that. We know that we have a creation of the law supporting the security agencies to do livestock guiding. Livestock Guard is a creation of the law. It's not an arbitrary organization. It's a creation of the law of Benue State, 2017, that was enacted by the House of Assembly and assented by me. Livestock Guard. The second one is the law which we amended. This law was enacted during the tenure of George Akume as governor in 2000, but was not implemented. But when the need came because of the incessant killings and the challenge we have with the security men not being enough to support the stopping of these killings, we dusted this law, amended it, and to provide minimum legal weapons to the community volunteer guards to support security agencies. We have not even started implementing that. We have done the recruitment. We have to send the list of about 13,000 personnel to the security agencies. Just yesterday, that my security advisor told me that they have completed the process of profiling these 13,000 personnel. They are going to undergo training because they have to work with the security agencies, because we are a law-abiding government, not started working. These so-called hunters or vigilantes or whatever, they just told me yesterday that whether last week or 2 weeks ago, a law at the national level was enacted by the National Assembly. But it has not been assented, so it cannot be a law to be implemented. My Lord is here. He can bail me out. No law can be implemented except it is assented to. If it is a state law, by the governor. If it is a federal law, by the federal government. But me, I look at that as thugs being recruited to prosecute 2023 elections, and they will not operate in Benue State. I will not allow it. If they won't, let them sign it. But if you come here, you cannot. I don't know them. I'm working with the security agencies, the Nigerian police, the army, the civil defense, the DSS, the Air Force. Those are the conventional security agencies that I'm working with. No other group will come here. If you're made to come here and prosecute Togri for election as they have started doing, I will deal with you.
This is an It was shocking to me, to say the least, because we all have rights to live the way we want to. So I was so shocked that I saw these guys hot afternoon barbing people's hair, cutting people's rugged jeans, removing women's wig and cutting it into pieces. So I think it was totally wrong, because I looked at the guidelines of the bill, and I didn't see all of that inside. All I know is they're supposed to be protecting or guiding the forest or the bushes. So I was very shocked when I saw them doing all of that in town. So I had to quickly take it to the social media to ask questions, because it was strange. There was no formal notice to the public or through the radio, to the media, that they were going to do a show of strength, like they said. So that was how I blew the story, so that people would give us the answers that we needed, and we got it. These guys are not from Benue. They are a federal government arm that is supposed to be under the immigration and the Nigerian Correctional Services.
I've never heard of them before. When I saw them, I even think they belong to their police or some other vigilantes in the society.
It is the first time I was hearing or ever seen any clip concerning a group of people like that. I was taken aback. I saw this on Facebook, and it was to my amazement that human beings could treat another human in this manner. And I was wondering if it was a state government creation, but after looking and seeking through, I found out that it was a federal government creation. So I was wondering if it's another engagement to further destroy us in Benue, because the act which I saw did not represent a security outfit. It represented some thugs. It behaved like thugs or cultists who do things to themselves in that manner. It didn't look like some security outfit. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that we need to know when these guys came to be, when they came to Benue, what is their modus operandi in Benue? Because I am a stakeholder. For all I care, the last time I checked, I'm still a stakeholder. There is no stakeholders forum that introduced these people to us. So they can go to anybody's house and do anything, or go to anybody's farm and do anything in the name of the uniforms and the name that they have. So I do think that if government is creating anything, government should create it in a manner and sensitize and educate common people like me and those that they are supposed to be representing, enough to know what is their modus operandi. But for God's sake, I don't think that any human being or any law in this country says that I don't have a right to color my hair. For instance, my hair is white. So if I'm going about because people wear black hair, somebody should just sit me down, beat me, and barb off my hair? Is that what we are promoting?
Like if you see the trending video, I asked, who are these guys? Because we've never seen them, we've never known them. I'm somebody that follow trends a lot. I'm somebody that listen to the news and try to be current. I never saw these guys anywhere. Just like every other person in Makurdi or in Benin was just hearing about them for the first time. We've never felt their impact. That's just to answer your question. We've never felt their impact.
So I was carrying a tinted hair colored off-white. That was the hair I was carrying, and according to them, they say, why do I have to tint my hair?